Hello, welcome to my video today. Today I'm just going to talk about, I went on a quick trip. It was like 3 weeks through Germany. I wasn't going to travel too much over the semester. We had like 2 months off of school. Well, I had about 6 months because the last 2 weeks I had, or 6 weeks, right? The last 2 weeks right now I'm taking intensive German. And it's online, but I wouldn't want to be traveling anyways. So my friend and I, we went to Munich for like 2 nights. I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun, staying in hostels and meeting people and just, having a good time. So I just got back to Deggendorf, did laundry, and just went out. And I went to Nuremberg for a few nights. And that was pretty good. I met a guy in Munich that was like, I'm going to be in Nuremberg. It's pretty close from here, all in Bavaria. So I went there. I was able to meet up with him. And Nuremberg's really nice. And then I met a couple from the United States that are living in Naples, Italy. And they were like, oh, we're going to do a day trip up to Bamberg. Just take a train up there, get some beers, tour around, come back. And I was like, I've heard Bamberg is awesome. And so and they invited me up there, so we went there. And it was really cool. It's definitely like very picturesque, very one of the nicest places I've seen in Germany. Like I like the smaller spots. Like I like Deggendorf, I like the Dorfs, I like the villages, the small spots. In Bamberg, it's like 70,000 inhabitants, so it's pretty. It's not, to me that's like not that small, but in Germany it's pretty small. But very beautiful city. And then the next day they're like, oh, we have a rental car, we're driving down to Neuschwanstein Castle in southern Bavaria, so the west of Munich, where the Disney castle is made from the king was Ludwig II, and he was in the late 19th century king of Bavaria, and then built this cool castle. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go with you guys. And yeah, it was really cool, like driving through Germany, like let's go to like a gas station, get some snacks, I got a beer, like drinking beers, like you can do that here, it's great. And then we actually missed a turn, and we ended up in this small town. It was Donauwörth, and we stopped there, walked around, took some pictures, got a pint at a brewery, and then made our way from there. But it's definitely cool to see this countryside, or the country like that, versus a train or a bus where you can see it, but you can't like stop, right? Like, oh, that looks cool, right? So that was really nice. And then so we did the castle, but I didn't have a place to stay that night. They're like, yeah, you can come with us, but we booked a nice hotel, and like you have to find your own spot. But in the little village there, it's not much there. It's just like a resort. So I was planning on just trying to hitchhike, like try to catch a ride, hitchhike, or just like ask someone, or even just one of the buses, because there's a lot of buses that go back to Munich, like whatever. So I was just gonna do that. That was the plan, mainly just to get somewhere that would be a little bigger city that would have cheaper accommodation, mainly. But it's pouring rain in the evening, so. The guy was like, my buddy that was with, he's like, are you like worried about it? And I'm like, no. And we're sitting at like a guest house, like drinking, having beers and having dinner, and it was a hotel itself. So I was like, finally I go ask them, hey, do you have a room for me? And they're like, no, it's all sold out. I was like, oh, okay, so that's a bit more. But anyways, the girl that we with them, she called around. We found a hotel that was able to stay in, and it was 115 euro. It's not bad, really, in the last minute in a resort town, and like, it's not a hostel, but certainly better than anything else, really. So I did that, and then they were going. I don't know where they were going, but I just went to Stuttgart. So they dropped me off at a small town south of Stuttgart, and I was able to train up from there. And then I was in Stuttgart for 3 nights, and I've never been there before. It was really nice, definitely a cool spot. It's like 600,000 inhabitants. Like Dresden and Stuttgart, like 500, 600,000 inhabitants. And it's a good size in Germany. It's big, like lots to see, but it doesn't feel too big. So that was really nice. And then a few nights I went out and met just some local people from the area, and was able to speak and practice my German. So that was really fun. And I went to Cologne and met up with some friends I haven't seen for a few years, so that was really nice. Met up with them. Not much else there. And then I went to Berlin, and I met up with my cousin. So she's a second cousin, twice removed. So I met her once last time I was in Germany. We went for dinner in Berlin. So I was able to meet up with her twice. This time we did like a boat tour, and went to Potsdam, cruised around the park and saw the castles the one time, and the next time we did a boat tour on the Spree, which is a pretty cool way to see Berlin, and then dinner again, yeah. And then met up with a guy, Kim Mikkel is in my program. It was in all my groups, but I've never met him, so I was like, he's in Berlin, so it's, man, let's meet up. Like, never even met you before, so it's nice to actually meet people, and it's kind of funny in these days that like my colleague in school, but I never even met him, so that was good. And then I was there for a week though, and that was nice. Just kind of, I was getting kind of tired of like traveling. This way I was able to slow down a bit. The hostel I stayed in at was St. Christopher's, which is always a good time. It's good because they have like, the rooms are really clean and organized, and they have like curtains. It's just one of the best room setups I find. And they have a bar, like a really good bar in the bottom that it's open to everyone. So people come there, they watch sports, a lot of football games, Formula 1 races, all that kind of stuff. And but it can be like too much sometimes. So like sometimes I'm not really interested in like meeting new people. I just kind of like go in there and like, so I just, especially if I want to slow down, I'm tired of like having the same conversation over again. Where are you from? What are you doing? Blah, blah. But it's nice because like I don't really want to eat or drink there always. But if you have nowhere to go, or if it's raining, you don't really want to find somewhere new, you can always just eat and drink there, which is, I find, is nice. And they don't have a kitchen, but I rarely actually make my own food in a hostel. Like I've done it once or twice, I think. So I mean, but it does get old. Like it's if you want to like have a good time when you're in the cities when you're staying at St. Christopher's, you should explore and go to other places for dinner and go to other places for drinks and stuff. But it's nice to have a backup spot, anyways. And I was gonna go to Leipzig after, because there was actually a Flix train like cruised down there, which was not too bad. And I've never been there either. It was really nice, kind of like Dresden, Stuttgart kind of type of city. And I liked Dresden last time I was touring around, and Stuttgart was good. Anyways, but there was this train strike, and I found a bus from Berlin straight to Deggendorf. It was like to Passau, but it was like I didn't have to transfer. Just it took like 8 or 9 hours, but it was easy enough. Anyways, so I booked it like even normally I book like only 1 or 2 days ahead, but this one I was like, I just had to get home because trains are like, if taking the train, it was like €150 one way or something because of and it was going to take like 8 hours too, because in like 7 transfers because of the train strikes. There was trains still going, but you'd have to like take regional trains, and so it was just so just get me home, worry about it. And then once I got back, I was definitely happy to be back. And so now I'm studying intensive German, and then next week classes start, so it's gonna be good. And that's about it. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want, and until next time, bye for now.